What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Tuesday, November 8th, 2016, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Ghost in the Shell released a new teaser starring Scarlett Johansson on Monday. The preview sees a 31-year-old actress wearing the Major's iconic thermopyc suit, which allows her to land a powerful punch while invisible. Ghost in the Shell is based on the manga of the same name by Japanese artist Manamitsu Shiro. The series follows a cyborg policewoman known as the Major in the film as she and her task force fight cybercrime. Snow White and the Huntsman's director Rupert Sanders is helming the Paramount Pictures adaptation. The movie co-stars Pilu Asbeck as Batu with Michael Pitt as Kazuz, Takashi Kitano as Chief Desizuke Amamaki. The Ghost in the Shell manga debuted in 1989 and inspired several animated movies and a television series. Fans were curious how the Major's suit would be depicted in the new film, as it makes her appear nude in a 1995 movie. Producer Avri Arad told IGN last week, "We're not actually trying to pretend she's naked. The suit emulates some of the ideas of the panel lines. When you see it in the movie, you're not meant to think that she's naked." Ghost in the Shell opens in theaters March 31st, 2017. Johansson is also slated for Rock That Body with Kate McKinnon and Zoe Kravitz, and will reprise Black Widow in Avengers Infinity War. Game of Thrones star Syrian Hines has been cast as DC Comics villain Steppenwolf in Warner Bros.' upcoming superhero ensemble film The Justice League. According to The Wrap, Hines has already finished his work on the motion capture role, as production for Justice League recently wrapped up. Hines is best known for appearing as Mance Rayder in HBO's Game of Thrones and has appeared in other films such as Munich, Road to Perdition, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy, and There Will Be Blood. In the comics, Steppenwolf is the uncle to Big Bad Darkseid, one of the most powerful villains in DC, whose goal is to conquer Earth and the entire universe. Steppenwolf made a brief appearance in a deleted scene from March's Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice that Warner Bros. Released on YouTube. The clip featured Lex Luthor, played by Jesse Eisenberg, speaking with Steppenwolf inside the crashed Kryptonian ship, surrounded by three monster boxes, powerful devices that Darkseid and his crew will most likely be after. The Wrap notes, however, that Steppenwolf's appearance in the deleted scenes will most likely change when he is seen in Justice League. Directed by Zack Snyder and stars Ben Affleck as Batman, Henry Cavill as Superman, Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, Ariza Miller as The Flash, Jason Momoa as Aquaman, Ray Fisher as Cyborg, J.K. Simmons as Commissioner Gordon, and Amber Heard as Mira. Justice League flies into theaters November 17, 2017. The synopsis reads, fueled by his restored faith in humanity and inspired by Superman's selfless act, Bruce Wayne enlists the help of his newly found ally, Diana Prince, to face an even greater enemy. Together, Batman and Wonder Woman work quickly to find and recruit a team of metahumans to stand against this newly awakened threat. But despite the formation of this unprecedented league of heroes, Batman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Cyborg, and The Flash, it may already be too late to save the planet from an assault of catastrophic proportions. Arrival stars Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner dazzled on the red carpet Sunday. 42-year-old actress and 45-year-old actor attended the movie's Los Angeles premiere at the Regency Village Theater in Westwood. Adams turned heads in a custom Versace dress with metallic embroidery, while Renner looked dapper in a navy three-piece suit. The actress was accompanied by husband Darren Lee Gallio, who she married in 2015 after 15 years of dating. Star Wars The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams was among the other celebrities at the event. The director was all smiles as he posed for photos with Adams and Renner on the red carpet. Arrival is directed by Denis Villeneuve, who's directed Prisoners and Sicario, and co-stars Forrest Whitaker, Michael Schaerberg, and Tizi Mai. The movie is based on the Ted Chiang short story, Story of Your Life, which follows a linguist played by Adams enlisted to communicate with the race of aliens. Adams told Entertainment Weekly in August, it's about the way we communicate with each other, the relationships that we have, the way we move through the world, and the choices that we make. Renner added, Dennis has this great sense of humor, and he's this gentle, thoughtful man. It's heart-wrenching and beautiful, and you walk out weeping. It was his direction that made it that way. Arrival opens in theaters November 11th. Adams will also star in Nocturnal Animals with Jake Gyllenhaal, while Renner is slated for Mission Impossible 6, Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise, and Avengers Infinity War. Pop star and actress Lady Gaga has signed on to portray fashion designer Donatella Versace in the third season of American Crime Story. According to Rolling Stone, the third season of the anthology series, which adapts real-life crimes, will focus on the murder of Donatella's brother Johnny Versace in 1997. Johnny was shot and killed outside his Miami Beach mansion by serial killer Andrew Cunanan, who committed suicide days later. At least 5 others were killed over a 3-month span. However, it remains unclear why Cunanan targeted Johnny Versace. After his death, Donatella took over his fashion empire, Versace. Gaga has worked with executive producer Ryan Murphy in American Horror Story Hotel. She also currently appears in American Horror Story Roanoke. According to Us Weekly, while discussing the series during the Pop Fest panel in October, Murphy replied, "Ya think?" with a smile after it was suggested that Gaga would make the perfect Donatella. Production on Season 3, titled Versace Cunanan, American Crime Story, is expected to start in early 2017, around the same time that filming starts on Season 2, which takes place during Hurricane Katrina. Gaga is also a noted friend of Donatella's, having dedicated a song to the fashion mogul titled Donatella on her 2013 album Art Pop. Actors Sean Astin and Paul Reiser have joined Season 2's ensemble of the 1980s set supernatural mystery Stranger Things. Astin is best known for his classic kids' adventure Goonies and the Lord of the Rings trilogy, while Reiser has appeared in the movies Aliens and Diner and TV shows My Two Dads and Mad About You. Reiser tweeted Monday, very psyched to be joining the great cast of @Stranger_Things. EW.com reported Astin will play a Radio Shack manager and childhood friend of Joyce and Hopper, played respectively by Winona Ryder and David Harper. Reiser will portray as Department of Energy scientist. Netflix recently confirmed Season 1 regulars Finn Wolfhard, Miley Bobby Brown, Caitlin Matrezano, Caleb McLaughlin, Nora Schnapp, Natalia Dyer, Charlie Heaton, and Joe Keery, as well as newcomers Sadie Sink and Darcy Montgomery, would appear in the sophomore outing of the show, which will start streaming in 2017. Harry Potter alum Matthew Lewis took in the Harry Potter and the Cursed Child play in London over the weekend, stopping to snap a picture with the cast after the show. Lewis, who played Neville Longbottom in all 8 Potter films, shared one of the photos on his Instagram saying how much he enjoyed watching the characters from a fan's perspective. He wrote, "A giant congratulations and even bigger thank you to these guys and the rest of the cast of #Cursed Child. To be in the movies was a dream come true, but it became work and I forgot what it was to be a fan long time ago. However, over the last 2 nights, I was able to enjoy the world of Harry Potter once again, to lose myself in a story so rich and so powerful, and most importantly, that I had nothing to do with, was truly magical. I felt like I was 9 years old again, discovering it all for the first time, and it's very, very special." Other members of the original Potter cast have attended performances of Cursed Child, including Helena Bonham Carter, Rupert Grint, Miranda Richardson, Julie Waters, Emma Watson, and Bonnie Wright. Daniel Radcliffe, who played the titular character in the films, is not sure if he'd be up for taking in a performance. He admitted it would be a weird one. I could be completely wrong in this, but I feel like if I went to see it, there's going to be a lot of Harry Potter fans there in the audience, obviously, and with that, then what becomes a thing? Would it be more about them watching me watching the show, or would it take away from the show? I would never want to do anything that would distract or take away from the show. A-listers Kate Hudson and Nicole Kidman stunned on the red carpet Sunday. The 37-year-old American actress and 49-year-old Australian star turned heads at the 2016 Hollywood Film Awards in Beverly Hills, where Kidman was honored with the Hollywood Supporting Actress Award for Lion. Hudson paired a black gown with plunging neckline, thigh heel slits, and floral apiccios with simple pointed toe pumps. Kidman wore a delicate floral print dress with ruffled sleeves and a ribbon collar and belt. Kidman's Lion co-star Dev Patel presented the actress with her award at the ceremony. Kidman, who plays an adoptive mother in the film, has said in the December-January issue of Town & Country that the movie is dedicated to her adopted children Isabel and Connor. She told the magazine, "I could see now for Lion that it was an important movie for me because I'm a mother with adopted children. This movie is about a love letter to my children." The star added, "My character Sue is deeply maternal and full of unconditional love, which is beautiful. That's why I wanted to do it. I relate to that. I feel from my own children who are adopted." Lion opens in theaters November 25th. Kidman will also star in the new HBO series Big Little Lies with Reese Witherspoon and Shailene Woodley, while Hudson is slated for the Thurgood Marshall biopic Marshall with Chadwick Boseman. Mel Gibson and girlfriend Rosalind Ross stepped out Sunday following their baby news. The 60-year-old actor and director and 26-year-old screenwriter attended the 2016 Hollywood Film Awards in Beverly Hills after announcing Ross is pregnant and expecting their first child. Gibson and Ross were all smiles on the red carpet as they posed together for photos. The actor wore a navy suit and red tie, while Ross concealed her growing baby bump in a flowing black and white dress with cutout details. Gibson was honored with the Hollywood Director Award at the ceremony for his latest movie, Hacksaw Ridge, which opened in theaters Friday. The actor and Ross have been together 2 years and confirmed the writer's pregnancy in September. A source told People magazine at the time, Mel and Ross are excited about the baby. Mel loves being a dad, and he and Ross can't wait to be parents together. The last 2 years have been some of his happiest years he's ever had. Gibson is already dad to 8 other children, daughter Lucia with ex-girlfriend Oksana Grigovia, and daughters Hannah and sons Christian, Edward, William, Louis, Melo, and Thomas with ex-wife Robin Moore. The actor joked of directing Melo in Hacksaw Ridge on Good Morning America last week. He doesn't listen to me. He never has. Why should he start now? He also added, I give him suggestions. I find with kids, especially when they're teenagers, if you keep talking at them, you'll find out that they've heard everything later. They scared you to death, and then you find out it all resonates at some point. Gibson will next star in The Professor and the Madam with Sean Penn and Natalie Dormer. Ross, meanwhile, wrote the screenplay for the drama Lioness, starring Ellen Page. Brooke Hogan, the daughter of professional wrestling icon Hulk Hogan, says that her father has been called about returning to the WWE for WrestleMania. Brooke said Saturday when asked by a TMZ reporter if Hogan was ever going to come back to wrestling. She said, I'll just say I know that people have been calling him for WrestleMania. Hogan, real name Terry Bollea, was fired from the WWE in July of 2015 after the National Enquirer revealed that the television personality had used racial slurs to describe Brooke's boyfriend in a sex tape published by Gawker. The sex tape has been the center of the wrestling legend's lawsuit against Gawker after they published parts of the video that feature him having sex with the wife of his former friend, radio host Bubba the Love Sponge Clem, in 2012. After winning court and being awarded $140 million, a decision that was upheld in appeals court, Gawker settled with Hogan for a reported $31 million. WWE has continued to not acknowledge Hogan on their weekly programming after he was fired. The 33rd annual WrestleMania is to take place in Orlando on April 2nd. Ruby Rose and Jess Orgalliaso are an item again. Orgalliaso confirmed in a radio interview saying the two sort of fell in love. Orgalliaso, the singer of the Veronicas, said that she and Ross reconnected on the set of the video for the Veronicas' new song On Your Side. Orgalliaso says, it's me and Ruby Rose, and it's our love story in this video. It's about the dynamic, the highs and lows of people in love in a relationship. Rose and Orgalliaso first dated in 2008, but remained close after their breakup. Orgalliaso says, we've been friends for 8 years, a really long time, and it was just honest, the craziest thing. Because we connected over doing this video. She wrote and directed it, and it is in it with us, and we just sort of fell in love. Rose was previously engaged to fashion designer Phoebe Dahl. The two called off their engagement last December. Jennifer Aniston couldn't help but gush about husband Justin Theroux in a new interview published Monday. The 47-year-old actress explained why the 45-year-old actor is the perfect partner in the December issue of Marie Claire. The Aniston told the magazine, why is he the right person for me? All I know is that I feel completely seen and adored in no matter what state. She also added, there's no part of me that I don't feel comfortable showing, exposing, and it brings forth the best part of myself because I care about him so much. And he's such a good person, it hurts me to think of anyone hurting him. Aniston and Theroux married in August 2015 after more than 4 years of dating. The actress, who was previously wed to Brad Pitt from 2000 to 2005, denies she and Theroux are expecting in an op-ed for the Huffington Post in July. She said of the piece in Marie Claire, my marital status has been shammed, my divorce status was sham, my lack of a mate has been sham, my nipples have been sham. I just thought I have worked too hard in this life and this career to be whittled down to a sad, childless human. Theroux told Entertainment Tonight in September that his marriage to Aniston works because they complement each other well. The couple co-starred in the 2012 movie Wanderlust and would love to work together again. The actor says, we appreciate each other's sense of humor, we respect one another, and we get along. I know it sounds simple, but it's true. He also added, we'd love to collaborate again. I've been working for the last 3 years on The Leftovers, which sort of prevents me from working on anything else. And it has to be the right thing and something we both want to do. Aniston will next star with Jason Bateman and Olivia Munn in Office Christmas Party, which opens in theaters December 9th. The role plays Kevin Garney Jr. on The Leftovers, which will return for a third and final season on HBO in 2017. Shannon Doherty offered advice to Michael Bublé, whose 3-year-old son Noah was diagnosed with cancer, saying the best thing is to stay positive. Doherty, who has been battling breast cancer since February 2015, says just trust in your doctors, make sure you have amazing doctors, a great team, and know that organizations like the American Cancer Society and Stand Up for Cancer, they are doing so much for cancer, and there is so much research that we have much better chances now. Doherty also said that having a positive outlook makes a huge difference. She says stay positive, that positivity, that outlook on life, that you can get through something, it actually does get you through. Bublé's sister Brandy shared an uplifting post on Instagram of a verse from 1 Corinthians 13. The image reads, "And now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love." And she wrote, and we've got a lot. Bublé and wife Louisiana Lepato shared the news of Noah's diagnosis on Friday. Lepiato's sister Daniela reportedly told an Argentinian reporter that Noah's diagnosis is not leukemia. She says, Michael and my sister will publish more statements, and I can't say anymore, but it's not leukemia or the central nervous system, as people are saying. That's all I can say. Bublé and Lupiato are also parents to 10-month-old Elias. Audrina Partridge and Corey Bohan officially tied the knot Saturday during a romantic ceremony in Hawaii. According to E! News, the couple, who have been engaged since November of 2015, were surrounded by around 100 of their closest family and friends at a botanical garden venue that overlooked the ocean. Partridge was spotted in a lace gown with a red flower tucked behind her ear, while Bohan rocked a white dress shirt and khaki pants with suspenders. The pair recently welcomed their first child together, daughter Kira Max, in June. Partridge is known for her role on MTV's The Hills, season 11 of Dancing with the Stars, and as host of First Look, has been dating Bohan and BMX biker, and on and off since 2008. Notably, Partridge's Hills co-star Lauren Conrad, Whitney Port, Heidi Montage, and Spencer Pratt were not invited to the wedding, as the television personality wants to keep the ceremony more intimate. Audrina told magazine Fit Pregnancy and Baby in June, "We just finalized the guest list and it's about 130 people, mostly family." She continued, "As far as friends go, we only invited the ones who've been there for us in the past year and who will continue to be there for us for the next 30. So no one from the Hills made the cut. If we were doing a really big wedding, I'd invite them, but we're keeping it intimate." Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot has announced she is pregnant with her second child. The Wonder Woman star tweeted Sunday, "So excited to share this wonder with you. #mommy for the second time." The message accompanied an adorable black and white photo of Gadot taking a selfie with her husband, real estate developer Yaron Versano, who she married in 2008. They already have a 5-year-old daughter. Both she and Versano have their hands on their baby bump, creating the shape of a heart. The couple did not specify their new baby's gender or anticipated birth date. Glee star Jayma Mays has welcomed her first child, a baby boy named Jude, with husband Adam Campbell. According to E! News, Mays gave birth to Jude in August after a rep for the couple confirmed in April that they were expecting their first child. Mays is best known for portraying guidance counselor Emma Pillsbury on Fox's Glee, met Campbell on the set of Epic Movie in 2007. He tied the knot shortly after. The actress has been recently starred in Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Ugly Betty, The League, and Wet Hot American Summer First Day of Camp. Campbell is best known for appearing as Logan in Season 1 of Netflix's hit comedy series Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Mays is the latest Glee alum to give birth following co-star Heather Morris, who welcomed her second child, a son named Owen Bartlett, with husband Taylor Hubble in February, and Naya Rivera welcomed her first child with husband Brian Dorsey in September of 2015. Drew Barrymore showed her support for ex-husband Will Kopelman over the weekend. The 41-year-old actress brought their two daughters, 4-year-old Olive and 2-year-old Frankie, to cheer on the 38-year-old actor in the New York City Marathon on Sunday. Barrymore was also accompanied by Kopelman's sister Jill Kargman and her husband and kids. She shared several photos from the event on Instagram, including a picture of Kopelman holding their daughters after the race. She wrote, "Girls who cheered on Dad, #New York Marathon, well done. #family, #New York Marathon, #job, well done." Barrymore and Kopelman announced their split in April after nearly 4 years of marriage and finalized their divorce in August. The pair said at the time that that they would remain amicable and focus on their children. They said in a statement, "Sadly, our family is separating legally, although we do not feel this takes away from us being a family. Divorce might make one feel like a failure, but eventually you start to find grace in the idea that life goes on. Our children are our universe, and we look forward to living the rest of our lives with them as the first priority." Barrymore told Entertainment Tonight in October that she and Kidman made co-parenting work with constant planning. The actress will next star on the new Netflix series Santa Clarita Diet with Timothy Olyphant. Shawn Mendes and The Weeknd were among the winners of the 2016 MTV European Music Awards on Sunday. The 18-year-old Mersey crooner and 26-year-old Starboy singer attended the annual awards show at Ahoy Rotterdam Arena in Rotterdam, the Netherlands. Mendes was nominated for 4 awards, including Best Pop and Biggest Fans, and walked away with Best Male and Best Canadian Act. He performed a rousing rendition of Mercy, his newest single, at the ceremony. The Weeknd was also up for Best Male and Best Canadian Act and won Best Video for Starboy featuring Daft Punk. He performed the song in a glittering stardom at the award show. Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber weren't present at the event but took home 2 and 3 awards, respectively. Lady Gaga won Best Female and Best Look, while Bieber tied for Best Canadian Act and took Biggest Fans and Best Song for Sorry. The Get Down actors Jaden Smith, The Vampire Diaries alum Nia Dobrev, and Bollywood star Deepika Padukone were among the presenters. Smith handed off Best New Act to Zara Larsson, while Dobrev and Padukone presented The Weeknd with Best Video. Mercy appears on Mendes' latest album, Illuminate, which also includes the singles Treat You Better. Starboy will appear on The Weeknd's forthcoming album of the same name, which is scheduled for release November 25th. Fans have discovered a new album from Donald Glover's rap persona Childish Gambino listed on Amazon Canada. The project, listed as being titled Awaken My Love, was spotted by users on Reddit, who also found it on Amazon Germany, allmusic.com, and on a What's New chalkboard at an undisclosed FYE store, which listed as it's releasing on December 2nd. Notably, it was listed as being released through Glassnote, Gambino's record label home. Gambino has yet to release new music following STN, MTN, and Chloe on consecutive days back in October 2014. Gambino has yet to comment on the album. Under his real name, Donald Glover, the 33-year-old has been keeping busy with the launch of his successful drama Atlanta on FX and announcing that the actor will be portraying a young Lando Calrissian in an upcoming Han Solo Star Wars spin-off film. Royal singer Lorde posted a lengthy note to Facebook on Sunday night to tease her upcoming untitled second album and provided a glimpse at the things that inspired it. The 20-year-old singer wrote, "It was a colossal year, one of the ages. I maxed out every single emotion I have in the best possible way. The color's still aching behind my eyes like this weird blissful hangover. My heart broke. I moved out of home and into the city, and I made new friends and started to realize that no one is just good or bad, that everyone is both." Lorde revealed this past year has also been about self-discovery, which she says impacted the new album as well. She says, "I started to discover in a profoundly scary, blood-aching way who I was when I was alone, what I did when I did things for myself. I was reckless and graceless and terrifying and tender. I threw sprawling parties and sat in restaurants until the early hours, learning what it's like to be an adult, even talking like one sometimes until I caught myself. And then I wrote a record about it, all of it, so much more than what I've written down here, and I'm in New York getting it down." Lorde's sophomore album, a follow-up to 2013's Pure Heroin, is still untitled and release date hasn't been set, but that isn't stopping her from wanting to share details. She wrote, "I want nothing more than to spill my guts right now about the whole thing. I want you to see the album cover, pour over the lyrics, the best I've written in my life, touch the merch, experience the live show. I can hardly stop myself from typing out the name. I just need to keep working a while longer to make it as good as it can be. You'll have to hold on. The big day is not tomorrow or even next month realistically, but soon. I know you understand." She added, "The party's about to start. I'm about to show you the new world." And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1994, Sonny Bono was elected to the U.S. Congress. If you had to make a friendly wager back in 1974 as to which recent or current pop music figure might go on to serve in the United States Congress in 20 years' time, you might have picked someone with an apparent political agenda like Joan Baez, or at least one who was associated with some kind of cause, like nature lover John Denver. You almost certainly wouldn't have placed your bet on Sonny Bono, a singer of arguably limited talents who appeared to content to stand, literally and figuratively, in the shadow of his far more popular wife Cher. It was indeed Sonny Bono, however, who had a future in elective politics, a future that included his election to the United States House of Representatives from California's 44th Congressional District on this date in 1994. Sonny Bono fell almost completely out of the public eye following the cancellation of the Sonny and Cher show in 1977, while his ex-wife and erstwhile music partner Cher launched a hugely successful second phase of her career with well-received acting roles in the 80s. Sonny left the spotlight behind to focus on the restaurant business. Although he presented himself as a none-too-bright bumbler during his days on television, Bono had been an astute operator in shepherding his and Cher's early music careers and his later business dealings. The owner of several successful restaurants, Bono got involved in politics after growing frustrations with the bureaucratic hurdles placed before one of his restaurant construction projects by local officials in Palm Springs, California, in the late 80s. Though he himself had registered to vote for the first time only 1 year earlier, Bono was elected mayor of Palm Springs in 1988. Following a failed run in the California Republican senatorial primary in 1992, Bono turned his attention to the 44th District congressional seat in 1994. Conservative Republican, Bono was swept into office as part of the Newt Gingrich-led Republican Revolution that year, and he was reelected in 1996. During his time in office, Bono did not treat his fellow lawmakers to any singing performances, but the man behind the hits I Got You Babe in 1965 and The Beat Goes On in 1967 did trade on his public persona as a good-natured, non-threatening nice guy. As the Washington Post noted in its obituary following Bono's death in a skiing accident in 1998, Bono brought to Congress a rare skill. He could make lawmakers, even the most pompous among them, laugh at themselves. Or as President Bill Clinton said, his joyful entertainment of millions earned his celebrity. But in Washington, he earned respect by being a witty and wise participant in policy-making processes that often seem ponderous to the American people. And that is your entertainment report for Tuesday, November 8th, 2016. I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Good night, and God bless you all.